Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another makeup look because that's kind of become my go-to. I just have realized I really like doing makeup on this channel and it's kind of one of the main reasons I started it, so we're going to continue that theme. Today, while we do that, I'm going to be talking about pomegranates because I've had pomegranates on the mind a lot lately. Pomegranates are like that fruit. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like they are that bitch. They're kind of like annoying in the sense that like it's so much effort to eat them, but like they're so good, man. There's just something so like amazing about pomegranates. I like love them. And I feel like one of the truest like acts of love you can do for a person is to like, what are the little things called? I guess they're the seeds, right? Like just seed a pomegranate and like just give someone like a bowl of like just ready to eat pomegranate. That is like one of the like truest like acts of love I think you can do for a person. Anyways, so I don't actually have that much to talk about because I'm literally just gonna be rambling about fruit today. So like I already put my base on because it's nothing new. It's the same stuff I've been doing like for the past couple weeks. I'm just gonna be doing the eyes and the lips. The only things that are different about my base, and I'll be like linking everything I use down below. And if you want to actually like see how I put stuff on, you can look at other videos. But the only things that are different are my blush. I'm wearing this Tarte blush in Endless. And then my highlighter is this Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive, which is like super shiny and cute. But otherwise, I'm also trying to like, I'm filming this video earlier than I normally do. It's like not even 11 p.m. yet, which is kind of good because it means I'll have more time to edit and hopefully get to sleep. But I'm flaking out on a couple things to do it. And my roommate and some people are playing Among Us, which I usually love to get in on, but I'm trying to like not do that, even though I really want to play. So I'm like skipping out on that, even though that game makes me cuckoo crazy. I love playing it so much. And so it's like I'm still like mentally like unhinged from the Supernatural finale, but the entire fandom's been on fire. And I know Stacey Abrams is doing some sort of like fundraiser thing in the States and she has the whole cast on, and I'm hoping someone has a recording of that I can just like watch on double speed on YouTube later, just because like if I watch the cast of Supernatural live right now I might like start crying, like for real. Like if I see like Jared Padalecki's face, I'm gonna like I'll lose my shit. So I'm not watching that now, but it's happening right now and I want to watch it so bad. But I'm also like kind of glad that I'm not watching it live because the Supernatural fandom has been on fire for like the past couple of weeks, and I don't know if I would want to see how that fire like interacts with the actual cast, because the Supernatural fandom is like very bad at like boundaries and like not keeping the like unhingedness away from the cast. So anyways, let's just like jump right into the eyes because pomegranates are like the best thing ever. I was gonna just do a pomegranate inspired look, so I'm mostly gonna be using shades from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, but then I also grabbed the Aina palette just because I want to use definitely Wigglies and then maybe Pinker, but I don't know. So we're just gonna be operating in like the red burgundy family on the eyes. So yeah, I think to start I'm just gonna grab Pinker and use it as like a transition shade. Yeah, no, I'm like Persian, so I feel like it's kind of like in my DNA to be like obsessed with pomegranate. Just like, oh fuck, I didn't put on, I'm an idiot. I didn't put on any primer. So I'm just gonna do that real quick and then we'll jump back to actually putting on color. I'm like, I think it's in my DNA to be like chronically obsessed with pomegranate. Like pomegranate juice is my shit and it makes me like very upset how expensive it is. If Pom wants to like sponsor me, like I know I have like 35 subscribers, but if Pom wants to like sponsor me and give me like free pomegranate juice, I would like literally die because pomegranate is like my life. Okay, so we have the primer on. I'm just grabbing this is like a Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna grab Pinker and just go back into my like crease and just put down like that transition shade. I don't know, man. I love pomegranate. I have had pomegranate on the line because my mom brought me she brought me food the other day, and then part of it was like a Tupperware of just like seeded pomegranate. And I don't know, man. Me and my mom, we don't get along a lot of the time. I have my issues with her, but like I said, when someone like gives you pomegranate, it's like such a sign of like they care about you, like truly. Because like I could not imagine taking that much time to seed that much pomegranate and then not even having some myself, because I know that was like at least a full pomegranate just for me, if not like 1.5 or something. It was a lot of pomegranate. There's also a very fun story that that's part of the reason I wanted to make this video, is to tell this story because I know my friend Elaine wanted to hear it. Shout out to Elaine, who talked on the phone with me for like 4 hours last night and like forced me to like get some like adult shit done, and then also like watched me eat pomegranate and like let me talk about pomegranate and how great pomegranates are. I'm gonna grab this flat, like, it's a Sephora brush. It's from one of those like Sephora brush kits that are like, they have like 4 or 5 like eye brushes in them. It's just like one of those. It's like a flat brush. And I'm gonna grab Wigglies and I'm just gonna go like on my lid. So my grandma in Iran, my grandma on my mother's side, she lives in this apartment complex. Oh, this is such a pretty shade. I'm obsessed. I have so much fallout up though, but that's okay. So she lives on an apartment complex. And the way this apartment complex is laid out is like, when you go downstairs, there's like a parking lot, but it's not a parking lot. It's just like the concrete of a parking lot, but it's like surrounded by hedges and it's just kind of like an open area. Kids like hang out there. And then there's like the hedges, and then next to it is the actual parking lot where the cars are. And so when I was a kid and I was visiting, we would go downstairs and just like hang out in the not parking lot concrete area, like where it was just open. And this story happened when I was like 7. So like just for like, I think I was 7. It was definitely before I was 8. But when this was happening, I did not feel like a 7-year-old, because again, you always feel like you're the oldest you're ever gonna be when you're an age, right? Like when you're 7, you feel like you know everything. When you're 13, you feel like you know everything. And when you're 25, you feel like you know everything. Actually, no, that's a lie. Now that I've hit 25, I realized I know nothing. And I'm kind of like just floundering. But when you're a kid, I feel like you always feel like you know everything you're ever gonna know. And you're like fully an adult who can take care of yourself. Jesus Christ, I have so much fallout. Ah! That was a bad idea. Oh no, one sec. I'm gonna fix this and I'll be right back. Okay, I hope that's a little bit better. What was I saying? So I'm gonna switch palettes to the Modern Renaissance, and I think I'm gonna grab this red ochre color and just kind of go into my the outer corners and just deepen that up a little bit with, yeah, this is just like an Anastasia brush that comes in like all the Anastasia palettes. I'm just gonna use this side and do that. So I was like 7, so probably like, you know, young enough that if I suddenly disappeared, you'd probably like, you'd be freaked out, a 7-year-old that you were in charge of like disappeared probably. But I thought I was like queen shit. So anyways, when I was in Iran and I was 7, I would like go hang out with the kids downstairs. Like there's other kids in the building. Some were a couple years younger, some were a couple years older, but we were all kind of like in the same age group. And the thing was, if you were hanging out just in that front area that I mentioned, like the not parking lot but still concrete front area, anyone who was in one of the buildings could just like walk into the balcony and like look down and like see the kids playing. So it was like, yeah, technically maybe like you shouldn't have like been letting children be alone like that, but it was also like not a big deal because it was fine. Like you could see and check on them and stuff. So anyways, one day me and these kids were hanging out. The other thing to know about this building was if you like went like alongside the building and then behind the building, I can't actually remember if it was blocked off or not. Like I don't remember if it was just open and you could walk in or if you had to like get through a fence, but there was like definitely, there was like a pomegranate orchard. So one day I was hanging out with these kids and someone was like, we should go to the pomegranate orchard. And I was like, you're right, we totally should do this. Well, actually no, I was kind of like at first apprehensive because I'm very much like I don't break rules, I don't subvert authority. Like if I'm told to do something, I will do it usually, because I don't like the idea of getting in trouble. And so at first when this was proposed, I was like, I should go. I was like, I should go ask. Like in my head, I didn't say this out loud because I was trying to be cool for the kids, but I was like, I should go like ask my grandma, because I was like, my grandma was watching me. I was like, I should ask her if I'm allowed to go parading behind the house in this manner. And like, yeah, like I theoretically probably should have done that. I'm wondering kind of if I want to smoke this out a little bit into like a different color. So yeah, I'm gonna grab Venetian red and just kind of like tap off as much as I can and sort of like smoke this out a little bit to kind of get more of a berry tone up there. So I was like, I should go ask my grandma. But I wanted to be cool for the kids and I didn't think we were gonna be gone that long, so I was like, all right, let's just go and we'll be back before anyone even notices we're gone. That was 7-year-old me's logic and it was very flawed. And so that's what we did. We decided to troop behind this house and like it was like, I'd never been into the orchard. And like, I feel like in retrospect, like if I thought about it now, it was probably not that big, but it felt huge as a kid and you had to like really walk a lot to actually like get good pomegranates, because like some of the trees like had actual fruit and some of them like just didn't. So our little merry band of kids like just went like disappeared without telling anyone. And we all go behind this building, and I don't know if they like their parents knew or if their parents were just used to them disappearing. I have like honestly no idea, but this was like not something. I'm gonna grab a love letter and just like go back into my crease a little bit, like right here, or yeah, like just on this outer corner and just darken it up. I don't know if this is like pomegranate colored, but it's nice. I like it. So we disappeared behind the house and we wandered through this orchard for a while. And we eventually got to like trees that had like pomegranates that were like low enough to the ground that we could like pick them off the trees. And they were all like, they weren't like huge. Like I know like if you get like a grocery store pomegranate, it's probably like this big. Those were like smaller. They were like maybe like this big. They were like little itty bitty babies. I don't know if they were like fully ripe or if they would actually get bigger. I don't think so, because they all kind of seemed like a similar size. Like I think these were just like random trees that had grown like that. So they were like not particularly I don't know. I don't think anyone was invested in like getting the biggest pomegranates of all time. But they were there and it was very cool. I am not someone who's like familiar with like picking fruits. So especially as a 7-year-old, it was very exciting for me to like just be able to go like pick pomegranates off trees, because especially pomegranates, especially in Canada, were always kind of like, they were not like like they weren't like apples, right? Like they weren't like a year-round staple. Like it was very much like in certain seasons, and if the price was right, like we would get some. But they were like like again, pomegranates are like the shit. And like as a Persian, like the lust for pomegranate like runs through my veins. So it was very exciting for me to be able to pick these pomegranates. Anyway, so we like totally lost track of time, and I think like realistically we were probably gone for like 2 hours at least. So we eventually like emerge. So we get all our pomegranates, we like wander around this orchard for a bit. We eventually like emerge from the orchard where we like disappeared for like what did not seem like that long to me, but apparently had been like several hours. And I didn't have a watch or anything, I didn't have a cell phone. I had no way of like contact anyone. I was just like, we were just supposed to be downstairs, and then if you ever wanted to like say something to like anyone, you could just like run back to the building and like just buzz in and like talk to whoever. So we emerge back out from behind the building and back to like the concrete area, and I'm like walking towards, because the building, there's like 3 buildings like, side by side, and they all shared like the concrete area. I was walking back to my grandma's building, which was like the one, like, it was one of the ones in the middle. And so I'm walking back over there, and my grandma comes running out like a bat out of hell. And like my grandma's like very chill. She doesn't really get angry at me. She always like tells me of her like favorite grandchild, and like she's like very much like there's definitely like favoritism when it comes to her. I'm gonna grab Primavera, or yeah, I'm gonna grab Primavera and just put that in my inner corner as a highlight. But yeah, so she comes out like a bat out of hell and is like screaming at me. She's like, oh my god, like where have you been? I've been so worried. Like why would you just disappear like that? Like I was freaking out, and I was just like, oh, we were just like behind the building, like, you know, in the pomegranate orchard. She was like, why wouldn't you tell me? And I didn't want to be like, I wanted to be cool in front of my new friends and not have to like run home to ask permission to do things. So I didn't say anything, and I was just like, I'm sorry. And I don't even really remember this, but I just remember like her yelling and being like super freaked out. I could tell it was because she was freaked out. Like she like had no idea where I'd gone. And like, it was a whole shebang. I'm gonna grab Golden Ochre and just like go under like my brow. Yeah, it was like not a good time. I didn't really regret it though, because it was kind of like cool to just do something without asking permission. Again, in retrospect, I was 7, so that was probably like dangerous, but you know, whatever. I didn't die, and that's all you can really ask for, right? I'm gonna grab, I don't know if this is the right color, but I have this Urban Decay eye pencil in Torch, so I'm just gonna go and do my like lower lash line. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Guys, I do not envy the cast of Supernatural right now, like having to answer crazy ass questions. I actually don't know if they're answering questions. I saw that they were taking questions, and I saw some of the like absolute nonsense people were submitting to them. So I don't actually know if they're taking questions, but I know they were like supposed to, but I don't know. I don't envy them. I don't envy what's gonna happen. I feel like I'm gonna like log into Tumblr once I'm done editing tonight, and it's just, like everything's gonna be on fire, and I'm gonna have to figure out what happened based on context clues, and it's gonna be a whole shit show. Anyway, I got super in trouble, and I didn't regret it because I had like pomegranates and I had like picked myself, and I don't know. I thought that was special. Pomegranates like are so worth it. Like I don't know how to explain to you how worth it was, but it was like super worth it. Anyways, yeah, I'm grabbing Wigglies and just going like under my eye with it. I don't know if I look like cool or if I look like low-key like a little bit evil, but I don't know. That's the fun in makeup, right? Like some things look good, some things don't look good, but it's always fun to figure out what works and what doesn't. So yeah, I don't know. Elaine wanted this story. I don't think it's like a particularly interesting story. It's just a funny one that I like think about my childhood with, like kind of fondly, because I don't know, it was like one of the only experiences of me just like doing something without asking permission, and you know, it not going horribly wrong is definitely a bonus. So okay, here's the other thing I was thinking. I don't know if I'm gonna do this because again, I don't know if it's gonna look good, but I have this Kat Von D inkwell liner, and it's like a burgundy kind of color, and I kind of wanted to like do little dots that would sort of like represent the actual seeds. I don't know how that's gonna look. And I also like don't know if I like these. Like again, like last time I tried them, they were kind of shit. Should I just do it? I have 2 colors. I have this like burgundy color of Vampira, and I have Outlaw, which is just like a pure red. I don't know, pomegranates are the fruit. Like I think my favorite fruits are mangoes, but like I feel most like soul connected to pomegranates because they so remind me of my family. Okay, I might use this one. I don't know why the consistency of these two is so different. Like this one is like almost like liquidy, and this one like fully came out as like a regular eyeliner. I don't know if there's like, oh yo, yeah, I'm kind of like into this. We'll see. I started doing it, so it's too late to go back now, but I'm just gonna like put little dots on my face because why not? How does that look? Do I like this? I feel like my mirror is not angled correctly, otherwise I would go under. Guys, I had such a shit show of a day today. I got like more blood work done, and it was like something that theoretically should have taken like maybe half an hour at most, and it became such an ordeal. Okay, sorry if there's like a weird like pink tinge right here. I had to like, I kind of like had to go back over some of this red eyeliner with concealer, so ignore that. It's just, this is like really, these are not user-friendly at all. I think I'm just gonna, because these kind of like became like progressively longer, I'm gonna elongate the ones on this side too. And it almost gives them more of like a seed-like consistency anyway, so I'm not like super mad about it or anything, but you know, it's just frustrating when you have a product and its one job is to like apply the way you want it to and it doesn't. But I don't know, that's kind of fun. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, but it adds like a weird pizzazz that most looks I do don't have. Anyways, what are you, if you're still watching this video, what are your favorite fruits? Because yeah, pomegranates are the bitch. Mangoes, so good. Peaches, amazing. Strawberries, amazing. I don't like blueberries, which is apparently a controversial opinion, but I'm just like not a fan of blueberries. Let's see what else. I'm gonna put mascara on. This is the Benefits They're Real mascara. I can't remember if I like this or not. I'm sorry if this week's video is just like not that interesting. I just kind of had a lot going on and was in a weird like headspace. And I also just didn't want to, because I've been doing a lot of like really long videos with like a lot of editing, and I just didn't want to talk about something that I would like blinked. And I have mascara on my lower lash line. But yeah, I didn't want to talk about something, I didn't want to get into like a discussion about something that I was gonna like want to rant about for an hour, because then editing that would have taken me like all night. And I'm starting to finally get my sleep schedule like kind of in order. So I'm trying to not do that tonight. I keep blinking and then getting it on my, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. I'm just like a shit show today. Like I said, today has not been my day, like on many fronts. I like banged my head onto the handle of a pan in the kitchen. So like now I have a bruise. The whole thing with the blood work took like a billion hours more than it was supposed to, because like they messed up my appointment time through like a series of things that I don't even want to get into. So then I had to like wait for a slot, which took like half an hour. And then they couldn't find my veins, so they ended up stabbing me in the hand again, which again, never fun. I like this mascara, by the way, if anyone was wondering. So yeah, they ended up stabbing me in the hand again. And then they didn't tell me I had a urine test, so I had like gone to the bathroom before I left the house. I knew people were like waiting for me, so it like, I got super stressed out and had like an anxiety attack, and that made it even harder to pee, because I was like so freaked out about it that I was just like in my own head, and like I looked for, like could not make myself pee even though I'd like chugged a bunch of water. It was like the most annoying thing. So like, yeah, an appointment that was probably supposed to be like half an hour at most took like, I want to say like almost, definitely like more than 2 hours. I feel like it was bad. It was bad. I felt really bad about it, but whatever. Today was just not my day. I think once this all dries and I can flake off this lower mascara, I'm not like super mad at it. Okay, so for lips, I have this MAC lip pencil in burgundy. So I thought I was gonna do that, and then I was gonna put on this ColourPop Lippy Stick in Fab 5, which I think was like a limited edition shade they did for their 5th birthday or something. But yeah, pomegranates, man, they are the shit. I feel like if I really wanted to like do a true pomegranate look, I could have incorporated some of the like whitish, like off-white, yellowish kind of like skin it has, like when you like cut open a pomegranate, and there's like between the seeds, there's like kind of like skinny pieces that are like yellowish or like off-white. I probably could have incorporated some of that color, but I wish I wanted to go for the true like red burgundy, you know? Sorry this is not more interesting. I feel like next week I'm either gonna do an empties video or I'm gonna be talking about music while I do my makeup, because I have so much to say. I know not everyone who watches my channel is like into the makeup stuff, but it's kind of like what I like doing. So unfortunately for you, I guess, there's gonna be more of it, but I hope I'm engaging enough to stick around for. I haven't had like a red burgundy like dark lip in such a long time. I kind of like this. I don't know, it's fun. It's fun. I feel like I always do weird shit every week, and then I'm like, I don't know if I like this, but then I end up liking it. I'm just gonna put on setting spray, as usual. Urban Decay all-nighter. Tried and true, baby. I probably should have like flaked off that bottom mascara that I was worried about, but anyways. Does my hair look cute, by the way? It like, I feel like it waved, or it curled really nicely after my shower yesterday. But yeah, that's my rant about how incredible pomegranates are. Also, pomegranates are like super good for you, I'm pretty sure. Like I think they have like a fuck ton of antioxidants. Let me look that up. You know what else I fucking love? Pomegranate molasses. I don't know if they have that in like most grocery stores, but they have them at Persian grocery stores. Pomegranate molasses is so good on chicken. Oh, it's so good. I want some so bad. Pomegranate makes me genuinely crazy. Like, yeah, if you ever like at time to like go to like a Persian grocery store and get like pomegranate molasses and then like use it as part of like a chicken marinade, that shit is so good. It's like sour in the best way, and it like, oh, it's so good. It's like sweet, but it's sour. It's like, It's like, yeah, pomegranates are that bitch. Let's look at the health benefits of pomegranate. Fiber, protein, vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, potassium, antioxidants. There's some good fatty acids in there. Anti-inflammatory. Apparently there's like some studies that suggest it may be helpful in fighting prostate cancer. So like, you know, if you have a prostate, it's probably good for you. Ooh, it's also useful against breast cancer for all those people out there with boobs, like me. It may lower blood pressure. I feel like, I don't know how much of these, I'm like on Healthline, so like, if this is incorrect, go yell at Healthline, not me. I'm not endorsing any of these statements. I'm just literally reading off the Healthline website. It may help fight arthritis and joint pain. It may lower your risk of heart disease. It may help treat erectile dysfunction. And it can help fight bacterial and fungal infections and improve memory. Bitch, my memory sucks. I need to eat more pomegranate, clearly. And it may help improve exercise performance. Anyways, it's good shit. It's good for you. Like, just, it tastes good. It's good for your health. I want everyone watching this video to like go eat a pomegranate. Like, go to a grocery store, find a pomegranate. Is it pomegranate season? I don't know. At your earliest convenience, when you are able to like get your hands on pomegranate, I want you to buy a pomegranate and eat a pomegranate. Like, this is what I want for you if you're watching this video. Cool, this was like a very unhinged, very random video. I'm just gonna like, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you liked this makeup look, and if you didn't, I hope you liked my random ramblings about pomegranates and how much I love pomegranates, how pomegranates are like the best. Yeah, I'm gonna log off now and go edit this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you stuck around until the end, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, that would be awesome. If you want to like this video and subscribe to my channel, that would be very, very sweet of you. And I post videos every Wednesday, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye!